I've been doing a series of seascapes. Yesterday I was in York, Maine, painting at a place called the Cliff House, and there's a famous cliff that juts out that's called Bald Head Cliff, which I didn't want to do. I've already done it a couple times, and it's kind of an iconic an icon, and I didn't feel like painting it. So what I did, I was with a couple of other people, and we climbed up on the cliffs behind the Cliff House. And I did this, started this. This is the result of around 2 or 3 hours of painting out in the hot sun. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna hold on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna kill this sound for a minute. Sound cue on that CD player gets a little loud. We'll crank it up when I'm into the painting, but right now we'll hold off. I can't collect my thoughts, as it were. Anyway, I want to show you a few paintings that I've done over the past few weeks up in that area, and this one, as I say, is the latest. Let's see. That's a big lady in the pond. Hold on a second. This one was from, actually, pretty similar to this one, same area, but a little setback, a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, Q. Yeah. All right, so that's it's about a 30 by 30, and this was actually done from a photo. Show you the difference between doing it on from a photo that I shot and, let's see, in actual painting en plein air, as they say in French. This one here is, well, that was one of the first ones. This was also from the Cliff House, Bald Head Cliff. I think this is probably a 30 by 24, something like that, right? Yeah. So that's the second in the series. And then, let's see, back to the lady again. Here we go. And this is the last one. This is actually from Nubble Light, which is in York, in the Cape Nettic, or near the Cape Nettic, and it's a beautiful area. It's a typical, painters, what do I want to say, painters format, the lighthouse and usual, and so I decided I didn't want to do the lighthouse again. I wanted to just do large rock area and the motion of the ocean. Pretty awful. And this is on my website in case any of you happen to go there. But this was a modified photo, and added an extra figure, and I put this house way off in the background. It's a little bit existential. It's actually a couple people in the water heading for the beach, but the angle is so strange, and the house just seems to rise up out of the water on its own. And well, I called it Beacon, so they're actually headed for that haunted house. Anyway, just wanted to, I'll be right back. I wanted to show you a John Marin painting. Inspired to go to Maine to paint. Hopefully you can pick that up on the sound. We're winging it with a hand mic and the boom on the camera itself. Anyway, this is John. This is one of John Marin's. I talk about something that's all strictly expressionistic. It was more of a feeling of what he saw than actually a literal representation. But I prefer something like that to something that's literal and too obvious, too trite. I don't know, there are a lot of good painters. You can take something that's an obvious subject and make something really creative out of it. I'm just trying to find something in general it's another one of John Marin's. It's a little different, a little watercolor painting that he did. And then you get someone like Marsden Hartley, who again has that expressionistic bent, and he's really it's an extension of himself, and it's an expression of his own passions and feelings about what he sees. And then you get somebody like Louise Nevelson. Holy moly! I mean, that's great. It's a lot of fun. And you say, wow, she's really painting. Of course, she is. She's giving her a spin, and I think it's a lot of fun. I mean, who else does that with stars other than probably little kids? And little kids are the source of inspiration. Should be for all of us. Because they don't really care what they do, and they just have a lot of fun, a lot of good times. Anyway, I'm going to continue with this. I had a couple prints made of the water itself, and I don't know how much I'm going to do of this, and whether I'll bring it to a finish. I'm going to try to bring it to a finish today. The beauty of painting outdoors, actually, yesterday, was the fact that everything was wet. And now, in one day, because I use liquid, everything is dry as a bone. But we'll see if we can work around it. I want to see if I can get some. See, when you're on location and you get all that motion and movement going on, and the sounds and the time going by, I don't know. I'm amazed by some painters who sit there and kind of plod along and paint along, and 6 months later they're done with the painting. I like to get in, get the feeling, get the motion, get everything, all the sounds, everything into the painting that I possibly can. Tuning all the extraneous stuff out.